Assessment. Yes, let's get excited. Why? Because you have made it across another week. You made that decision, said, look, I'm not giving up. Everything around me is telling me to give up, throw in the towel, and just go with the flow. When you go with the flow, you often get what you do not want. You often get what you do not desire. You often end up 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years down the road wondering how you got there, and it's because of the flow. What's amazing is if you don't believe flow, look at water. Whenever water goes a place for so long and you don't fix it, it creates a wedge to where you look like it was there all along. It was made to go there. But when you start to backtrack and you start to ask questions and you figure out that somebody didn't make the necessary repairs, they didn't make so that the water can stay where it's supposed to go, where it was designed to go. All the king's men, what I'm telling you is let's take control. Let's take control. You've already made the decision, so you've already did step one. You made it in your mind to commit to the commitment. So welcome to the Friday assessment. You have made the commitment to today to say, I'm going to perform the assessment. I'm going to do this Friday assessment because I want to be better than I was yesterday. I want to be better than I was last week, last month, last year. My determination is that I want to be better. Mm, that is so important as you continue to go forward. You continue to press to go forward. Why? Because you have to make it up in your mind that you want to be better. And remember, we're always talking about experiencing success and why you're not experiencing success. So if you want to be better, one thing you got to do is get in that mirror, do that Friday assessment, and listen. Listen to yourself. Listen to what life is telling you. Listen to what God is telling you. Listen to the voices. So why? Because when you do the Friday assessment and you start to look at where you are, why you are there, you start to find out why you are there, and then you can evaluate what you're listening to. And I have to ask this question in this way: can you hear? Are you listening? And then can you hear what you're listening to? That's two things. Then we put them together. Can you hear? So then that's can you hear in the natural? Then can you hear the unspoken voices, meaning that the nonverbal voices that you hear? But then are you listening? And then can you hear what you are listening to? That means do you understand what you're actually taking in? There's two ways of hearing. In a conversation you can hear, but then you can listen. When you listen, things start to affect your lives, your mood to change. But when you hear, it's going in one ear and out the other. So that's why I'm asking you that. Can you hear? Are you listening? Can you hear what you're listening to? Those are some profound effects, and I want you to meditate upon those. Why? Because there's negative and there's positive influences in our lives. So therefore, the information that you're taking in is the information that's good for you. Are you hearing it or are you listening to it? And then if it's negative, can you hear what you're listening to? Ask yourself, do you really understand what you're listening to? What you're listening to is either tearing you down or building you up. It's setting you on the path of toward your destiny, or setting you on the path to destruction. That's an important thing to ask yourself, because there are people that influence you. There are people that come around because they have their things, but you don't know where they're going. You don't know their foresight, their sight of where they're going, and you didn't share all your vision. So what they're going to do, they're going to try to deter you at every moment. That's why I got to ask you, can you hear what you're listening to, or what you're listening to building, or is it tearing down? You're trying to go somewhere and you're trying to figure out why every corner things are crumbling. It's because of the things that you have allowed to pour into you, and it's now became an influence for negativity. It's now, look, there are people that their whole purpose in life is to tear others down. It's to tear down what people are building. Then you got those people that are looking for people to pour into. You got those that are looking for people. How can I help them build? And look, they're not looking for no gain. They're not looking for any celebrity status. They're looking truly for people that they can help. All the Kingsmen, what am I saying this morning? What am I saying this evening? What am I saying this afternoon, tonight? I am telling you, be aware of what you're feeding yourself. That comes from TV, that comes from all walks of media. All walks of media. Why? Because right now we're in a time to where we're dealing with algorithms. We're dealing with when you start dealing with it. That's why they want to know, can I have the IP address? Can I put these cookies on there? They want to track your activity. So then when they track your activity, they put it in these algorithms, then they're going to throw things at you that they believe that you like. And that's what the enemy does. The enemy tracks you. That's what these negative people do. They track you, then they throw these negative influences because they come to throw you off track. And it's not building, but it's tearing down. We have to be aware of those things. And we also don't want to be in the area where it looks like it's good, but they're setting you up for failure, giving you a false hope. Man, that one right there is a sticking point. You don't want to be around somebody that's giving you a false hope. That means that they never meant you any good. So you have to ask yourself, how far do I allow this person into my personal space? What do I allow this person to know? Ask, what is the purpose? You can even ask them, look, we've been communicating or hanging out for X amount of time. What is your purpose in my life? And that's a true evaluation. They may get offended, but if they're truly in for the right reasons, they're going to be blessed. Why? Because it's going to open some doors for you guys either come closer or there's a wedge going to be there. But if it's for the right person, you're going to come close and you're going to be able to go forward. You're going to be able to build. You're going to be able to take off. So all the King's men, all I'm saying today, can you hear? Are you listening? Can you hear what you're listening to? Because you got to understand the influence of what you're listening to. You got to understand that what you're listening to would influence your actions, that will influence your thoughts, and it's going to be there to build and it's going to be there to tear down. All the King's men, I'm here to build you today. I'm here to let you know, assess what's going on, assess what's going on around you. Because oftentimes we say we can't hear because of the voices that we're allowing to be the influences in our life. We cannot go forward because we allow the negative influence to have the voice, to have the power in our lives. So all the King's men, listen to what I'm saying today. Can you hear what you're listening to? Is it the greater influence that you need in your life? All the King's men, I pray that something I said today have blessed your life tremendously, that said, you know what, I'll never be the same. So all the King's men, please like, tag, share, drop a comment, let me know what's going on so that I could make sure that I'm sharing with you what needs to be shared so that your life is being better day by day, every day, second by second. All the King's men, I want you to be building. So my prayer today is that you have a blessed day, blessed week, and a blessed week to come. Till next time, be blessed.